students. So let us proceed towards drama book for your act 3 scene 5. Okay, so what happens in scene 5 is in scene 4 what we saw is Portia is already ready to make a flee towards Belmont, okay, in disguise as a lawyer. Okay, now what happens, and she is leaving her house in the hands of Jessica and Lancelot, who had eloped and then reached Belmont. Okay, and now they are in Portia's house, and the scene there in act 3 scene 5 is the garden of Portia. Okay, who is speaking is Lancelot and Jessica. So what Lancelot is saying, really it is true that children are punished for the sins of their parents. Okay, yeah, because what happens in act 4, no, what was happening is, yeah, in act 4, no, that this Lancelot is telling Jessica that parents sins are coming upon the heads of children. They are also being punished because your father is a great sinner, so that sins might fall onto you also. Okay, that is being said by Lancelot. This also comes in the same scene. Okay, then therefore I assure you I am afraid for you. I have always been frank with you, so I am going to express my opinion, okay, on this subject. Cheer up, because I know that you are sure to be damned. Saying, okay, what he's saying, it's okay, fine. It is not that important that you are always like your father, though you have your father's blood flowing in your body also, but you are entirely different, and I am ready for the consequences, whatever happens. Jessica, I shall be saved because you are my husband and who had also converted me to Christian. Now I am no more a Jew. Okay, Lancelot, your husband is all the more to be blamed. Who is saying this? Lancelot. Okay, sorry, I made a mistake that the characters being speaking out here are Jessica and Lancelot. Okay, so Lancelot is the servant of Jew. Lancelot is coming and talking to his whom? To his father. Okay, so talking about his father. So he is telling that I am really scared. Though you are a great human being, still I am scared of you. Why? Because the same blood flows in your body also. Understood? Though you are a great human being, no doubt, but that the sins of the father usually falls upon our children also. You might be into some problems because of your father's name, because that is also included in you, and that cannot be changed. Okay, so I am really scared because you are I'm like quite free with you, that's why I am giving out my opinion. And then Jessica is telling that no, I'll be saved because I have already converted to Christian, because my husband is a Christian. I am thankful to him because he converted me to Christian. Okay. Now Lancelot is saying that your husband is more to be blamed on this. Why? Because the Christians, I believe, no, because of Christian, the more people are converting to Christianity, that the price of the pork is rising up so high. Understood? That if all the people become pork eaters, what will be? There will be no slice of pork at any price. That means the price, if the demand is more, what happens? The supply will also be more. Definitely the price of the commodity also will increase. Yes or no? So then Jessica is telling that, okay, I shall be, what happens? Then what we see? I shall tell all what you are saying, this all to my husband. Okay, and then what we see? Lorenzo, husband of Jessica, enters. Now Lorenzo is saying, I shall begin to be jealous of you because you have already taken my wife to corners. Now Jessica is saying, no, you don't need to suspect at all for it. Okay, Lancelot and I am quarreling. For what? Because he is telling that and he is blaming you for converting me to Christianity, because the price of the pork will be increasing, because one more Christian is being added in the community. That is me. Okay, and he is also telling that I'll be cursed because I am under the fact that I am the daughter of the cruel sinner Jew. Okay, so that sin will fall upon me. He is telling that. And then Lancelot is telling, will you follow or go indoors and ask me to get ready for the dinner? Now he is giving a command because he got some powers by Portia. He is telling, okay Lancelot, go and get ready for the dinner. Lancelot, it is all ready? Okay. As they have all keen appetite, means all they are hungry, they are ready in the dinner table, no doubt. Okay, Lorenzo, very good God, how quickly you are how fast you are to answer. Okay, tell the servants to get ready for the dinner. He is telling that. Lancelot, that is also done. Okay, I only have to cover, that means I only have to serve. Spread the cloth and the dinner table will be ready. Lorenzo, will you cover then, sir? Now he is telling, okay, then fine, do it. Lancelot, no sir, I know what I should do. I must not cover in the presence of my superior. Saying, no, I will not cover it now. Because if the dinner table will be filled with the my sirs and all madams, then only I will be serving. No, so I will do it at that time. Lorenzo, you still playing upon your words at every opportunity. That means you are so ready with every word. Okay. Do you want to display all your cleverness to one go? Okay, you are showing that how clever you are at one sentence, at one scene only. Please keep your cleverness with you. That means here Lorenzo wants Lancelot to just shut his mouth and move. I ask you take the words of a straight man in a straight sense. He's saying, please don't twist and turn the words. Speak in a simple way. Okay. And go to the servants and also ask them to spread the cloth on the dining table and serve the dinner. We are coming. We are ready to dine. We are ready for the dinner. So we are coming. Go and tell the servants. Okay, sir. The table will be served. Meat will be covered. And when you come, you may wish. Okay, everything will be ready. Okay, sir. He's going then. Lancelot, what strange judgment. How strangely does this man dress up words. The stupid fellow has filled his head with a large number of fine words. This man. Okay. Lorenzo is saying. Okay. I know that there are many fools in high positions in life than he. He have a similar stock of men like him. We have many people like him. Okay. But he is extraordinary. Persons who will readily sacrifice the sense of the sake of smart and pretty word play. By his words, he can hypnotize any kind of person. Any person he can hypnotize. How are you, Jessica? Anyways, tell me, my dearest, your opinion about Lord Bassanio's wife, Portia. Do you like her? Jessica. Yes, I like her more than what she deserves. What you have described, I like her more than that. It is proper or desirable that Lord Bassanio live an honest life. Okay, it is very proper. But lucky in possessing such a sweet and blessed life, he enjoys the happiness of heaven on earth. Why? Because he is having heaven on earth. Why? Because he got such a great lady, that is Portia, who is so pure, so holy. Okay, if he however does not live an honest and upright life here on earth, he would not be entitled to go to heaven. Yes, because he already got heaven in the ground itself. If he doesn't pleases that, if he doesn't respects what he got, such a beautiful life in earth, that means he will never be deserved. He will never be going to heaven at all. If two gods were at to gamble in heaven, and if earthly women were to be staked, and if Portia were to be one of those women, then something else must be added to the other women in order to make this woman equal. That means if two gods, okay, were to gamble in heaven, that means they are gamble because why they are gambling? Because there is already one god in earth. Okay, who is that? Portia. Then one of the women who is gambling over there is Portia also. Understood? That means, and then what happens, what has to be done is the other woman has to be made capable of being equal to Portia, because Portia is extraordinary. She has all the good qualities what a woman should have. Okay, as well as she is a goddess on earth. By this word, these heavy words, that Jessica uses, describes that Portia, usually a lady, it's very hard for a woman to like another woman, right? But here, no jealousy, always good words, always this good described good words for for Portia by Jessica. Then something else must be added to other women in order to make this woman equal. Okay, for in this poor rough world there is none like her. There is nobody like Portia at all in earth. Lorenzo, just as Portia is a peerless wife, so you have in me a peerless husband. Okay, now Jessica is again not only praising Portia, she also praises Lorenzo. She's saying, as peerless is Portia, I am also very much lucky to have you as my peerless husband. Jessica, don't be so sure of that, but wait and ask my opinion about it. Don't be so sure about it. Okay, Portia's praising is fine, but my praising, okay, wait for my judgment also. Lorenzo, I will presently, but first let us go and have dinner. Okay, I will be praising you when you feel like, because the praise that you are doing has to be digested also. Okay, Lorenzo is saying that. Okay, let us go then. Lorenzo, not now, let me be reserved for the dinner table so that I may be able to digest whatsoever you say about me then along with the foods. Jessica, all right, I shall describe you in detail there. Now what they are saying is, you are describing, you are not describing, actually you are praising me with such good words. Okay, I am spellbound. I don't know whether I I'm capable of your praising or not, but still it needs lot of patience for me to hold such good words that you are giving for me. Understood? So let us have a dinner then. Then we will be talking about so that I can digest whatever you are saying. So this is a small conversation that happens between Lancelot and Jessica. Okay, and in between what happens? Lorenzo enters and then there is a talk going on between both this husband and wife. Okay, this happens in Act 3, Scene 5. So with this we end up the scene, the full Act 3. Okay, now we'll be proceeding towards Act 4 in our next class. Till then, please write down the notes that you have in your workbook, as well as also wait for the notes that will be given shortly. Okay, thank you.